Hello friends, in today's lecture we are going to start the type of aeration. If you remember, we have studied in previous lecture the types of screening and flowchart for the water treatment process, right? What are the screening and what are the methods of screening, and we have also studied the aeration and advantages of aeration. Now in today's lecture we are going to start the topic type of aeration. So this is our today's topic, type of aeration, right? Also we have to study the diagrams for the type of aeration, because in your end semester exam for MSBT it will ask, this question may be asked for the 4 marks, right? So we will start now. So here are the 5 methods which are used for treatment process by the method of aeration. First one is cascade aeration. Second one is spray nozzle. Third one is air diffusion method. Fourth one is trickling bed method. And fifth one is aeration fountain. Right? These are the 5 methods which are used for aeration method. Now we will see every one or each of it one by one, right? So first one is cascade aeration. They consist of concrete steps over which water comes down in thin sheet, where may provide at the edges of each step thin sheet of water which comes down over the steps comes in contact with the air, right? So look at this diagram where we will found the cascades or the steps over which water run down and which comes in contact with air, right? And through which aeration process is done. You can see here, these are the cascades or the steps over which water will come out. Water will come like this way, you may see here in this diagram, and water will collect through outlet and sent to the next treatment unit. Now spray nozzle. These are also known as spray aerator with special nozzle to produce fine spray. Each nozzle is about 2.4 to 4 centimeter in diameter and discharging 18 to 36 liter per hour, right? How much it will discharge? 18 to 36 liter per hour. Through the use of spray nozzle, water is broken up into the small droplets or in thin film to enhance the counter current air contact. So the water get break down into small droplets, and then these droplets come in contact with air and the aeration is done. We can see here the diagram. Look over there. Here this water jets or water comes in contact with air by the formation of droplets, and these are the nozzles, right? These are the nozzles and these are the droplets or breaking down of air droplets, right? This is nothing but the diagram for the nozzle spray. You have to draw this diagram in your end semester exam also. So draw the label diagram on your notebook, right? Then we will use air diffusion method, right? Air diffusion method. This is third method. It consists of a tank with perforated pipe tubes and plates fixed at a bottom to release fine air bubbles from compressor unit, right? And tank depth is kept 3 to 4 meter and width is 1.5 times of the depth. So what is the depth of air diffusion tank? It will be 3 to 4 meter and its width will be the 1.5 times of its depth. If the depth is more than diffuser, if depth is more, then diffuser must be placed at 3 to 4 meter depth below the water surface, right? The time of aeration is, write down this time, 10 to 13 minutes, and it will require 0.2 to 0.4 liter air for purification of 1 liter of water. If you want to purify or aerate 1 liter of water, then we will require 0.2 to 0.4 liter of air, and it will take 10 to 30 minutes. So write down this all information in your notebook and also draw the label diagram for it. So this is nothing but the air diffusion tanks. So here you can say that this forms of droplets and air is diffused in this air, in this water, and air bubbles will form and it will purify or perform the process of aeration. So draw this label diagram also. Then trickling bed method. In this method, water is allowed to flow through the beds of stone supported on perforated tray. So write down this whole description in your notebook, where the bed of rock or in the tray of rock we will pass the water through it, and this water will get percolate through that rocks, and it will come in contact with air and the aeration process will done. So this is diagram for trickling filters. Here you can see that the spray nozzles will spray the water over this bed and water will percolate this rock bed or tray, and it also come in contact with air and the aeration process will done, and water will go out from this outlet and will send to the next treatment plant. So this is diagram for the trickling bed method. Write down or draw the label diagram for it. Then aeration fountain. Look over the image. The thin film of water will form in this method, and hence this thin film will come in contact with air. Look over, this is thin film of water, and this thin film will come in contact with air and the aeration process will done. So this is also known as air fountain aeration. So it helps killing bacteria to some extent due to agitation of water. It results in less corrosion of pipe because 75% of carbon dioxide is liberated, as in this process oxygen is absorbed by water. An aeration fountain easily removes hydrogen sulfate and water becomes free from odor. It also oxidizes iron and manganese present in water. So write down this all description in your notebook. We have already seen the diagram or the image for the aeration fountain. So these are all 5 types or 4 types of aeration method we had seen. Now If anybody is having any problem, please do ask in comment section. Now in next lecture we will study this water from aeration tank or aeration unit will send to the, recall your flow diagram, to which part this water will be sent. This water will be sent to the sedimentation or clariflocculators, where the clariflocculation process and the sedimentation process will occur and water will get treated over there. So in next lecture we will study the clariflocculators or the sedimentation process in next lecture. Thank you everyone.